Have you ever had that unsettling feeling? You go through the motions every day, work, conversations, meals, but a quiet voice inside whispers that you're merely existing, not truly living. You feel a deep weariness and a hollow ache in your soul, even when everything on the surface seems stable. It's as if you're watching your own life on autopilot, and then one morning you glance in the mirror and a stranger looks back. The eyes are tired, the posture is heavy. That internal voice grows louder, asking, "What happened to me?" This feeling, however, isn't a new modern affliction. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor, once reflected how much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does. Seneca, a man of immense wealth, admitted to his own struggles with anxiety and the relentless passage of time. And Epictetus, born into slavery, taught that true freedom comes from wanting less, not having more. 3 distinct lives, 1 powerful lesson. If your mind is clouded, start there. If your body feels weak, start there. If your heart feels numb, start there. These are the 3 Stoic disciplines we will explore. They are principles to reconstruct your life from the inside, but they demand courage to implement. Let's begin. Rule 1: Master your mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Yet, many of us have handed that power over. Our attention is no longer our own. It belongs to the constant noise. The news feed, social comparisons, endless digital consumption. We scroll, we react until our inner guiding voice goes quiet. Your mind has become a war zone, and the invasion happened without you even realizing it. First, cleanse your mental diet. You cannot construct a new life with outdated thinking. You can't fuel your brain with mental junk and expect clarity. A healthy body doesn't thrive on fast food, and a strong mind cannot flourish on garbage. Here is your challenge. For 7 days, dedicate the first 30 minutes of your morning to feeding your mind substance, not trash. Read philosophy. Study the biographies of those who overcame immense odds. Learn skills that make you more resilient and focused. Don't think of it as reading. Consider it training. Your mind is either your most powerful asset or your most confining prison, and every click, every thought determines which it will be. Second, redefine your aim. Most people say, "I want to be happy or successful." But the Stoics understood that happiness is a byproduct of living with virtue. Stop asking, "What do I want to have?" Instead ask, "Who do I want to become?" Saying, "I want to lose weight" focuses on an outcome. Saying, "I am someone who honors my body" shifts your actions to match your identity. This isn't just changing a habit, it's changing who you are. Write this down: I am becoming. Then complete that sentence not with a distant dream, but with the person you choose to be today. Transformation occurs in the present, with every single decision you make. Third, dismantle the invisible cage. "I can't. I'm not good enough. It's too late." These are not truths, they are barriers. And the most painful part? You are the one who built them. The Stoics named this assent, the act of agreeing with your fears. But the instant you stop agreeing, you start to become free. Write down the 3 core beliefs that limit you. Then rewrite each one as a statement of power. "I don't have time" becomes, "I am learning to prioritize what truly matters." "I'm not smart enough" becomes, "I am developing the skills I need." "It's too late" becomes, "Every moment offers a new beginning." Every rewritten line is a hammer strike against the walls of your old self. Each word is a crack letting in the light. Fourth, the mental training ritual. Each morning, write down 3 thoughts that empower you and 3 that weaken you. During the day, the moment a negative thought appears, catch it and replace it with a truthful, constructive one. At night, ask yourself, did my mind serve me today or did it work against me? This isn't about positive thinking, it's about disciplined thinking. It is the mindset of a warrior, calm under pressure, clear in confusion, unmoved by external chaos. When you master your mind, you master your destiny. When you command your thoughts, you command your reality. So say this to yourself not as a quote, but as a vow. My mind is my kingdom, and I am its sovereign. And from this moment forward, no one rules it but you. Rule 2. Fortify your body. Your body is the foundation for your spirit, the vessel that carries your mind and purpose through life. You cannot sustain a powerful mind inside a neglected body. The Stoics knew this millennia ago. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every morning, "At dawn, when you have trouble arising, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being." And so he rose not because it was comfortable, but because discipline was his core nature. First, view nutrition as discipline. Your body is not a garbage disposal. Every meal is a choice, to build yourself up or to undermine your own potential. Before you eat, ask, will this nourish the person I am becoming, or will it chain me to my old self? Don't aim for a temporary diet, aim for lasting awareness. Because when you control what you eat, you start to control your life. You don't need perfection, just conscious intention. Every mindful choice strengthens the link between your physical body and your inner willpower. Food can either fuel your ambitions or feed your insecurities. Choose with purpose. Second, sleep is the energy of wisdom. Seneca observed, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Every late night you trade for one more episode, one more scroll, is energy you steal from tomorrow. No one ever achieved greatness with an exhausted mind and a weary spirit. Sleep is not indulgence. It is essential recovery. 7 to 8 hours each night is not a luxury, but a ritual of self-respect. When you sleep well, your thinking sharpens, your emotions stabilize, and your resolve is renewed. Protect your rest like a soldier maintains their weapon, because your future depends on how you restore yourself today. Third, movement processes emotion. Emotion is stored in the body, and it stagnates when you remain still. If you're anxious, go for a walk. If you're angry, go for a run. If you feel lost, lift something heavy. Breathe deeply. Remind your heart what it feels like to work. Epictetus, despite his physical limitations, taught, "No great thing is created suddenly." So move every day, even if only for 20 minutes. You don't need a gym or expensive equipment. You only need discipline. Take the stairs, do bodyweight exercises, stretch, try a cold shower. The movement itself is secondary to the message you send your mind, "I am still in command." Every act of physical exertion, no matter how minor, is a quiet declaration of your own power. Fourth, the practice of voluntary hardship. The Stoics held a powerful concept: voluntary discomfort, choosing to embrace difficulty to build resilience. Seneca would sleep on the floor to remind himself he could live without his comforts. Marcus trained his body in the harsh conditions of war, not the ease of his palace. And for you, every time you choose comfort, you teach yourself to break promises. Every time you choose a challenge, you teach yourself to trust your own strength. Start small. Drink an extra glass of water. Take that cold shower. Go for a 10-minute run. Pick vegetables over sugar. Seemingly insignificant choices lead to profound change. Because every conscious act of discomfort builds a quiet, unshakable confidence in yourself. Write this down as your devotion. My body is my temple, and I am its dedicated guardian. Now get up and act accordingly. Rule 3. Heal your heart. Have you ever felt an inner emptiness, even when your life seems fine on the outside? That isn't a sign of weakness. It's a silent alarm that your heart has gone numb. You built walls to shield yourself from pain, but those same walls also block out joy. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break. It stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it." A strong heart is not one that never feels pain. It is one that remains open even after it has been broken. First, rediscover your heart's voice. Sit in stillness. No phone, no music, no distractions. Then ask yourself 3 questions. If failure was impossible, how would I live? What do I pretend not to care about when deep down I care a great deal? And when I am completely alone, who am I truly? Don't avoid the answers that make your chest feel tight. That trembling is evidence you're still alive inside. Write down what you discover, because those words aren't just thoughts. They are whispers from your soul, pleading to be acknowledged. You won't find your heart by chasing distractions. You find it by listening to the silence underneath the noise. Second, release the burden. Your heart is carrying too much baggage from the past. Anger, regret, guilt, fear, disappointment. These things are not you. They are just old stories you've been replaying for too long. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." So, tonight and for the next 30 nights, write down one thing you will forgive. Forgive someone else or forgive yourself. Not because they deserve peace, but because you do. Letting go doesn't make you weak, it makes you weightless. Forgiveness isn't surrender, it is liberation. It is the art of setting down chains you were never meant to carry. Third, live with purpose. A heart without a purpose will always wander in the dark. The Stoics called this sympathia, the belief that every soul is interconnected. Marcus wrote, "What is bad for the hive is bad for the bee." You were never meant to live solely for yourself. The heart beats to serve, to give, to connect. Purpose isn't something you find, it's something you build through your actions. Pay close attention. When do you feel most alive? Is it when you help another person? When you create something? When you teach, share, or love? Those moments are clues. They are your heart's compass guiding you home. Start simply. Help one person. Perform one act of kindness. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Begin with sincere intention. Because a heart that gives never runs empty. It expands. It overflows. It becomes unbreakable. Write this down and mean it. My heart doesn't just beat to keep me alive. It beats to love, to serve, and to connect. And when you live by that truth, your heart will never go numb again. Now that you grasp the core of these three principles, you might wonder, are they linked? These three rules are not separate. They form a cycle of rebirth. When you master your mind, you give clear direction to your body. When you train your body, you generate strength for your heart. And when you open your heart, you fuel the passion that keeps your mind vibrant. The mind is your compass, the body your vehicle, the heart your fire. If one fails, the entire journey falters. But when all three work in harmony, you become unstoppable. Marcus fought anxiety. Seneca wrestled with self-doubt. Epictetus lost his freedom but discovered an unshakable inner peace. None were perfect. They were persistent. Each day, one decision, one step forward, and that was sufficient to alter history. You don't need to be flawless. You just need to commit every single day and remain faithful to your path. Let me share an example. A few years ago, a man named James reached his lowest point. He was burned out in his career, disconnected from his family, and consumed by self-doubt. One morning, he chose to rebuild himself the Stoic way. He started by fixing his mind, 30 minutes of reading Marcus Aurelius instead of scrolling. Then he fortified his body, cold showers, daily runs, disciplined sleep. Finally, he healed his heart, forgiving his father, volunteering at a shelter, learning to love through service. Months later, his entire energy shifted. He stopped chasing happiness and started embodying it. He became calm, grounded, and resilient. That is the power of the three Stoic rules, not as abstract philosophy but as daily practice. Because transformation isn't about being perfect. It's about achieving alignment. Mind, body, heart. When they move together as one, nothing can break you. Master your mind and you will direct your life. Fortify your body and you will liberate your spirit. Heal your heart and you will always know your direction. You were not born just to get by. You were born to awaken. The world doesn't need another replica. It needs you, the authentic, powerful, and unbreakable version of you. And once you start on this path, you will understand something profound. There is no old life to return to. There is only the new life waiting for you to rise and claim it. So burn this into your awareness. I am the author of my own transformation. I am the warrior of my mind, the guardian of my body, and the protector of my heart. Now stand up straight. Take a deep breath. Feel that quiet fire burning within you. And take your first step. Not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Your journey doesn't start when life gets easier. It starts when you decide you are ready to become stronger. And if this message resonated with you, don't just listen to it. Live it. Share it with someone else who needs to awaken. Leave an impact, not just a like. Hit like if this reminded you of your own inner strength. Subscribe so we can continue walking this stoic path together each week. And in the comments, write just one sentence, a promise to yourself. I begin my transformation today. Because you can, because you must, because the world is waiting for the awakened you. Thank you for watching.